long practice. You giving them tomorrow off?
Why do you guys think it's a long practice? I used to skate my guys. Well, we went. You know, it was a game day the night before. That was 55 minutes, really. It was a shootout, so really, it's not that long. It was 45, 50 minutes. So to me, that's not that long. I guess I don't know where they were. Huh? No, we got on the ice at 11:30. All right, at post game, and then what time is it now? They were done by 12:25.
Okay.
I've already had a coffee, went to the bathroom, showered since I got off the ice.
There you go. Just a little bit about what you guys worked on today. Just trying to look like you ran a bunch of different things.
Well, we were trying to concentrate a little bit on our board play for one, and sometimes that's a hard thing to practice because there's no way to do it unless you're going 100%, and sometimes those are hard things to do against your teammates. But we felt that if we can get stronger on the boards and make those key decisions and plays when needed, those are areas that are going to help our game. So that was a strong emphasis today. We did a little bit of special teams, and we did a little bit of neutral zone work. So it's again, to try to stick that all into 55 minutes is a challenge, but I like the way the practice went today.
Jason Garrison not out there?
No, neither was Tomas Kopecky, and pretty obvious Kopecky took a nasty hit at the end of the game, and he'll be evaluated on a day-to-day basis, but give him a knee right to the Charlie horse.
What about Garrison?
Garrison's got just some core soreness that we gave him a day off. He'll be back out tomorrow.
Okay. Sean Bergenheim was out there for the whole time.
Went for a good skate. We'll get a report on him and see how he made out today. A lot of times I talk to him out there and he says it's going well, but it's how they feel after. So we'll see where he's at tomorrow.
Possibility that he would go Thursday?
Possibility, yeah. That'd be a big help for our line.
But Clemmensen, what's the plan with Clemmensen? Do you guys plan on sending him to San Antonio
for a
couple weeks?
That's an option. We're kind of, I don't know the length of time or if that ticket certainly hasn't been booked. It's something that we're going to discuss, and we're encouraged that he's starting to feel healthy and look good, and it will be a decision probably made in the next 3 days.
The way Garrison is shooting the puck, is there something you're doing to get him into spots to get more shots like that, or is that just out of the flow of the offense?
I guess, if you're a golfer, you're hitting off the turf or you're hitting off the tee when he's got the big driver. It's a hokey way to explain it, but it just seems that his teammates realize that he's cracking the thing pretty good right now, and they're putting it in his wheelhouse, and he's doing what he's doing best, which is hitting the puck hard. And the nice thing about that shot is the velocity, but also the accuracy. He knows where it's going, and it's been an effective weapon for us early.
When you put your combination together, Brian's assisted on all of his goals. Did you see that as a combination that would work that way? Did it just happen to hit it off?
Oh, that's a good stat. That's not something I didn't realize that, but that doesn't surprise me. I think you try to find balance within your line mates, and the goals are definitely a plus. Brian is a very creative player. And Jason has been a really solid defender throughout his career as well. So we saw chemistry there. I think it makes her a little tougher in different places in the lineup, but we felt there was benefit in having those two together.
When Fleischman finished the year last year with almost a point-a-game pace, and now he's back on that pace again, is that something you saw that if he got to be a first-line player again, he had that in him? Is it a pleasant surprise? Or?
For me, I look... I only have certain experiences with players. I've watched a lot of these guys on video. Some I played against, whether it's Jovo. Thomas Fleischman, gets back to my American League time, and a 7-game series versus Hershey that we had that went to overtime the last game. And the kid just kept popping on the screen in that whole series, and he was a real dominant player. And I think being in that organization, a lot of players, for a player like Thomas, we might slip a little bit with the incredible offensive talent they have on there. And when got moved to a different look last year. I think he really blossomed in a different role, and I just felt like he's a very gifted offensive player, and is one of the players that would embrace opportunity, and he certainly has.
Last year, Bruce Boudreau said he was just flabbergasted with Fleischman. He knew the talent he had, but he just wasn't getting the chances. And then they tried. You haven't seen that here. I mean, it seems like that line.
No,
and
that's it. I mean, if I'm Bruce and I have the offensive talent, really, it's an exciting thing to have. And there's guys here that maybe not on the power play that probably could or should get a look, but and they will. But early on, you're going with your key guys, and Flash has certainly been one of our key guys, and he's getting put in those roles which are giving him a chance to succeed, and he's taking advantage of it.
And he's different shots. I mean, he's roofing them, he's getting them in low, he's backhanded.
Yeah, that was a heck of a goal there last night, the one top shelf. But in saying that, the other one, that's a real skill play, is going in there when the puck's coming out and hitting on your backhand. And then the one in Buffalo where he's got to go from his forehand, pull it hard, and shelf it. That was a very impressive goal. As much as the top shelf, drag it to the middle is that's a pretty goal. The one, that's a high-end goal, pulling it from your forehand, backhand, shelf under a lot of pressure, down 2-1 to tie the game up in the last minutes. That's a big league play by a big league player.
I know a lot has changed this last year, including almost all the personnel, but with the team struggles last year closing out games, and 2 of the last 3 here, is that a concern, or is that just sort of typical hockey life that you get one in Buffalo, Ottawa happens last night?
Yeah, well, I mean, the last 3 seconds in Ottawa, that's got some sting to it, I mean, the problem with that one is it's preventable. There's better plays to be made. We felt like we addressed it. We talked about it. We felt the sting of it, and said, you know what? Let's be better. And not only were they better, but they were. Buffalo game was an extremely well played and hard-working game for our team. And I'm not disappointed with the effort last night. I think they worked really hard. I think that's hard coming off the road. And playing that first game. I thought we had the tempo and the tone of the game for the most part. So, in saying that, we don't like losing games in the last minute. It's something we can continue to address.